Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You take some ice cubes, you put them in some cheesecloth, you twirl it around, you put it on your head, and it makes you feel nice. And if someone says, hey, what are you doing there? You fucking murder them and take what they have for yourself so that you can survive.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Comedy is a dead art form. Now tragedy. That's funny.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, look like a bedazzler threw up on that thing. Donate it to the My Little Pony Motorcycle Club. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah, I'll
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for pig.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Plotty Time, sponsored by... I went to a Sphere show in Las Vegas.
In the sphere?
In the Sphere.
Ooh, what was this?
Was it you two?
No, it wasn't U2. It was Darren Aronofsky's Postcard from Earth.
I never saw that one.
No, you wouldn't. It's a 50-minute tech demo that they charged $95 for me to go see.
Jesus.
Okay, I have thoughts, but I'll start by saying it was cool. Sure. Not saying it wasn't cool.
Right.
Wasn't $95 cool. I'll tell you that.
Not for 50 minutes.
No, it is like if you've ever been to Disney World or an amusement park where like you stand or you sit in a chair and like you're doing a helicopter flyby, you know, and the seat rumbles and maybe you get some wind fans on you. That's what it was.
4D
Like if I
or
rode
whatever.
this at Disney World, I'd be like, I wish I wouldn't have
You
done that.
mean your work didn't pay for it?
Not the ticket. I mean, I got a free flight there, but I did the ticket.
Eh.
No.
Makes it almost worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't spend the money on the ticket.
Yeah, so I was like, why not? Let's say I went and saw something. I think it'd be cool to see a show there. I didn't see an actual performance, but
Yeah.
It'd be
How's
very
it different
interesting.
than a show anywhere else?
it's not. Imagine that it just has a huge screen behind it that encompasses like 180% of your view.
180%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so, like, the
amazing. You
screen-
need 180 degrees.
No, I don't. The screen goes up and around behind your head where where most people are seating, and then it goes on the side to behind your head. So it's like, honestly, it's the same visual trick they do with VR. Like it fills your eye space with the image.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the same concept.
Well, that's pretty
I mean,
neat.
I also saw the Punk Rock Museum, which was so much cooler.
I've heard that it was cool. Who else told me that was cool?
I don't know, it just came out like a year ago. I'd missed it when it opened. It was like opening weekend last time I was there.
Oh, it
and
was-
I missed it.
Monkeys throw poop. He's the one that told me it was cool.
Oh, really? He was there?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very cool. I suggest it if you're in town.
Yeah, he said the same thing. He's like, you should just make his trip and go. Just for that.
It's only punk.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that museum's fun. There's only so many that are open past like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So, and I'm working during the day, so I only get to go to the same 5 museums over and over. I just rotate them every year.
Good times.
Pretty cool. And then I also want to talk about the X-Files because I watched, we're doing that rewatch of the first season.
Okay. How far into
I was telling you guys. I don't remember. I think we're in the teens, but it's the one with Brad Dourif in it.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah. This way.
He's the voice of Chucky. He was in Exorcist 3. He's an
okay.
actor.
Still no clue.
Yeah.
He was in Lord of the Rings. Did you ever hear about that one? I don't know that one really well.
Brad Dourif.
Douriff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I just saw him in something.
He does a lot of horror because he does the voice of Chucky, but he's actually a fantastic actor. Like, he really is. He was in Psych as Bernie Bethel for one episode. I'm sure you remember Syintist.
He was also in Voyager. Yeah. And Fringe.
Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
I
Nest.
still remember him. Anything. He's in all these shows, which I'm sure is just one episode of.
He voiced Reverend Reed in the game Gun, which we covered on this very episode.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
Reverend
Not
Reed the
episode,
bad guy?
show.
Not this very episode.
Probably. We all remember him so well.
Yeah.
Sure do.
He was born in 1950s West Virginia.
I bet he's cool. He's in Blue Velvet. That was a good one.
Oh, no. He's in Bad Lieutenant Port of Call, New Orleans.
Oh, shit. His IMDb page is a picture of him from like 1960.
Yeah, right.
But then
That's
it shows
true.
video of him. I'm like, oh, yeah, now I remember. I remember exactly who he was in X-Files anyway.
He was also one of the crazy guys in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with like
Yeah.
DeVito and Christopher Lloyd.
I remember that.
Yeah.
He was just one of the other patients. And everyone was like, holy fuck, this Brad Dourif guy is going to be huge.
Yeah, well, he did a lot.
I mean, he sure did. God bless him. He did great. Great
What are we
actor.
talking about? X-Men?
X-Files.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't.
Did you watch more of the 97 show or did you finish it, Dr. Scientist?
I did not watch any more of it, but I did.
Okay.
Man, did you ever see Frankenstein's Army?
The Nazi thing?
Yeah, well, it's Russian.
Oh.
Well, okay. Let's
All right.
careful here.
There are Nazis involved in it.
I thought so.
It's about a Russian regiment maybe, and they're going into Nazi Germany to get this scientist that they're supposed to bring back to Russia.
Right.
And they start running into like all kinds of weird fucking
Experiments.
yeah, like people with drills for hands and stuff, and all kinds of crazy like alterations to them.
I think I seen it a while ago, but
Yeah, there's one that has like a big face on it, has a huge drill on it, and he grabs somebody and like drinks.
yeah, that's familiar.
I looked it up on IMDb and I'm really curious as to why I've never heard of this. Because
It's
this
a
looks
found
like it's
footage kind of
directly
thing,
up
too.
my. It looks like it's right up my alley.
It
oh my
is.
God, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, because it's the guy who's filming it is like just a videographer who's embedded with this Russian regiment that's going in.
Oh, yeah. It sounds. I'm gonna have to fucking watch that again.
It's pretty good. It's practical effects too, so you'd love it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It
pretty
looks
old.
low budget, but that's not bad.
No,
Well,
well, I
that's
mean,
a
it's
plus.
like a found footage type filming.
Yeah.
And like, they're trying to convince him to go back and help Russia by making these soldiers and stuff. But a lot of people get killed by these crazy things. And
I know I've seen, including Wolfenstein, I've seen so many properties or movies that take that weird supernatural interest that Hitler had, which was real. That was a real thing he did. And they just spin it off into like zombies or whatever. And I want to say I'm here for it. Send them all my way forever.
Yeah. I'll check them out at least.
yeah, check that one out. It was all right.
Word.
Is it anything like the one with Patrick Swayze's kid in the bunker?
Roadhouse?
Overlord? Yeah, Roadhouse. That's exactly it.
Nothing like
Wait,
Roadhouse.
do you think Jake Gyllenhaal is Patrick Swayze's son because they were both in Roadhouse?
No, you just said Patrick Swayze. It was the first movie that he did that popped in. my
Okay.
head. I didn't know you were going.
Really?
I didn't know you were going to throw the son in there and
You
use
go-
Patrick Swayze as an adjective.
You go with Point
You
Break.
hear Swayze, you yell Roadhouse. I got it. You don't need to explain anymore.
I didn't even know he had a kid.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, he's very famous. Wyatt Russell. No, I'm thinking of Kurt Russell. I'm completely wrong.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That
There-
makes much
yeah.
more sense now.
Yeah. Wow. I feel.
How did you mix up Kurt Russell and Patrick Swayze?
I don't think it's that much of a stretch.
No.
They were both very popular in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. I could see it.
It's
Very
embarrassing
popular
for
in
me,
the 80s.
It is embarrassing for you.
but not for the average Joe.
Normal person.
Yeah.
Normal person.
We're not normal. And I wanted to talk about a movie I saw. Have you guys seen Slaughterhouse?
No.
I tried to watch it. It was just too bad of a quality.
I contemplated watching it for about 10 seconds, then decided it was completely stupid and decided not to.
Yeah.
It is so stupid, but it'd be a great double bill with Slacks.
Really?
Like a movie that tries to be scary, realizes how fucking stupid this entire situation is, but is like, you know what? Who cares? We're leaning into it. We're doing it.
Yeah. Or like Killer Sofa.
They're like, the
Killers.
sloth is famously slow, but in this, they're like a serial killer. And it's so obviously a puppet, which is my favorite part. Like, it's clearly a puppet. And everyone's like, oh, look how cute it is. It basically becomes a mascot for a sorority house and just starts killing everyone.
Really slowly.
Well, no, it's super fast because okay. There's also a point where it drives a car. So if anything I said sounds awesome to you, you'll probably like it. Let's put it that way.
All right. Yeah, but doesn't it look like it was shot on a fucking handheld handy cam?
No, I mean, it looked like a normal movie to me. Are we talking about the same movie?
Maybe I was thinking of something else.
Like what?
I don't know, like Blood Fart Lake or whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why shouldn't I have asked?
I think I've seen that. Wait, is that a real movie?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You think there's no way that could be a movie.
Oh, you see, you are wrong. It's not a movie, but Terror at Blood Fart Lake is a real
Oh,
movie.
I'm sorry. I was talking about the second one anyway.
And Return to Blood Fart Lake.
The one
These are
colloquially
real.
referred to as Blood Fart Lake.
Yeah.
Starring, this is Terror at Blood Fart Lake, stars, written by Ron Bonk.
Oh, a bonker.
Roy Donk.
And then stars Jesse Ames, Andrew Baltese, B-Town, and someone named Teen Ape.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
His picture isn't on IMDb.
It was something. I've seen them both.
I like the
damned.
names, though. Thunder Ambrosia, Hambone, Zebus, Snake. They're good character names. But
They are pretty good. Agreed. You know how I like a good name.
For real. Did you guys ever see, speaking of lakes, you ever see Thirst? Came out last year.
no.
I don't think so, but there's so many movies named Thirst.
I know, but it's about this couple that's having a baby, and like the husband starts acting weird and all fucking like tweaked out.
Okay.
So they have like a, what's it called?
Intervention
For him. And he's like, I'm not fucking doing drugs. And it turns out the water supply was tainted with meth.
Insomnia spreads in a small town, causing fear and panic.
Yep.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, the water had meth in it, huh?
Yeah. The water had meth in it. So then they have to like, I don't know. I don't know why they can't just leave. They try to leave the town, but they don't have gas or whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because everyone just bought out the gas and drove away. And they're stuck there, and they just like go to this lake and boil the water and drink that. It was weird.
So not to get too in the weeds here, because I'm pretty sure I shouldn't even be asking this question.
No, I never
But-
used meth.
No, I know you have.
Okay.
I was going to say, I feel like poisoning a town's water supply is a lot harder than we think it, or is a lot harder than movies have made it out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was like toxic runoff from a factory or something.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense, because I
Oh,
suppose that could be
toxic
happening.
Runoff was meth.
Yeah, whatever.
Now it's believable.
Meth runoff?
It was a pharmaceutical plant, you know?
And the runoff just happened to perfectly mix in the water and create meth. I know how this works. I know science.
Yeah, they don't
I'm
really
not
go
an
into
idiot.
it, but you can get it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but it wasn't that good. Don't bother with it.
That's kind of an interesting setup, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say I haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah.
You know what? I did see something kind of similar now that I read this thing, this description here. I saw The Invisible Man again recently.
Which one?
The one with
The
the
original.
newest one.
Oh.
With the
okay.
guy from Hell House. And the woman who's the Scientologist, and every time I remember that, it makes me kind of sad.
Oh, yeah. What the hell's her name?
Elizabeth
Kate-
Moss.
Yeah,
Moss.
Elizabeth Moss. I knew it was something Moss, and Kate Moss kept going in my head.
Yeah, she's great. She was in, a whole bunch of stuff. Mad Men, I remember seeing her in.
Yeah, she was excellent.
That was her
in
start.
Man.
I've never seen Mad Men.
I think it's great.
If you're really down for some like heavy misogyny, it's good to watch.
Who
There's a
is
lot
it?
of that.
Well, it's
There's
the 50s,
a lot of that.
right?
Yeah. I liked it because the show started in the very conservative, like mid 50s,
Yeah.
the late. I forget exactly what year, but mid 50s to late 50s. It started, and everyone was very conservative, and everyone wore the same suit, that kind of shit. And as the show evolved, it ended at the end of the 60s when stuff was getting different.
Yeah.
But you saw like the whole evolution. You saw characters change.
Yeah.
You saw like even John Hamm change.
I do
kind of.
love John Hamm.
It's like the show The 60s.
John Hamm is not funny in this.
No.
Yeah, I know. That's a bummer, but
Pretty charming, but he's not a funny guy.
yeah.
He's a piece of shit, actually.
There's really nobody funny in it.
It's not comedy.
No.
It's not. There's moments of humor, like
Yeah, Elizabeth Moss is probably the funniest character in it.
Oh yeah, she puts up with a lot of shit. Of course she does. She's a woman in an office in the 50s.
Yeah.
Right.
But she's great in it. Everyone's great in it. It's a prestige show. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch.
Cool.
Yeah. It's one I liked.
All right. Might have to check it out.
I can't bring it to myself to watch. God, what's the show she's in that's very, very popular now?
Handmaid's Tale.
There it is. I couldn't think of it. I watched the first episode and I'm like, this is.
Too realistic.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Well, you
It's a
think
bummer. We're like,
misogyny's bad.
Well, yeah, if you're even deeper misogyny, you can
Yeah.
go watch that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not into period pieces anyway. Is it not, I thought it was like in the past.
Well, when you say period piece, I think of like something that's
Like Downton Abbey.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like Bridgerton or something like that.
it's funny because when you say it like that, I don't think of like early revolutionary days. I think of those European like Great Gatsby days.
Yeah, like Victorian.
Yeah. Well, still a period.
Well, you're right. You did use it correctly.
But
It's
I mean,
just-
I also think of it as referencing something that actually happened.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think of when you say it.
Well, that's kind of like how I think of fantasy. It's like
I wouldn't
it's like
call
a period piece.
Like I wouldn't call Back to the Future a period piece, even though it went to the 50s.
What are you talking about? It's 3 different periods. It's a perfect thing.
And the character was embroiled in the period and felt everything from the period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just found a new special episode. What is a period piece?
I don't think so.
I could go off for days.
No, I'm done talking about this, actually.
You know what I played this week, guys?
What'd you play? You played something? That's right. We talk about video games.
Yeah. I played this Metroidvania called Infernax.
Ooh. I like the sound of it.
It's all right.
Infernax.
You play like this guy coming back from the Crusades, and then there's like this evil happening in the town. You have to go to different castles and beat monsters and stuff. It's pretty fun.
So it's a period piece.
No.
Okay.
It's a Metroidvania.
Oh, I like Metroidvanias.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go around it's pretty bloody. Sort of like Bloodstained. Not Bloodstained. What the fuck is that one? Blasphemous.
Yeah.
Sort of like that. But it's more like Castlevania 1 graphics. But it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. I beat the whole thing. It was nice. It's a quick game.
You numb it?
I don't think so. Maybe. Let me check.
Okay.
I think.
Well, you know what I numbed?
What? Oh!
What?
A Metroidvania game.
Don't you
Wow.
numb Prince of Persia? Maybe I'll play it.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's your final review? What do you think?
I really dug it. I think more big companies should put out Metroidvanias.
Okay.
That's a take.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. While I was playing, I was like, I think Metroidvanias are my favorite type of game.
They're up there after RPGs for me.
I'll have to go with Souls-like is like a Metroidvania, but I guess it's
It's also RPG.
yeah. So Souls-like Metroidvanias, yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Why is it taking me forever to get into my trophies here?
Souls like Metroidvanias. So really hard Metroidvanias or dungeon crawler types?
Well, I'm just saying like a Souls-like is kind of like a Metroidvania.
Okay.
So I'm just saying those are my favorite games. I just came to that conclusion while I was playing this, and it's damn good. It's worth the $30 or
No,
whatever.
I have to play through another thing to get the platinum. That was right. You have to beat it as good and then evil.
Oh, yeah.
And I started playing the evil playthrough, and there's like accessibility things where you can make yourself invincible and stuff. But it was still pretty boring going through a second time.
Okay.
Even though I tried to speed run it, and I was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, that's how I always am. Right after you beat a game, if you try to play it again.
Yeah.
I'm still sitting here in awe with that high-waisted coverall that you have on right now, Dr. Syintist, from the Taco Bell Wild Fang collection. I'm surprised you're able to get your hands on that because, everybody knows that Taco Bell did a collaboration with a clothing company called Wild Fang and made a coverall with a whole bunch of pockets in it.
Oh, yeah, so you could put your tacos in them.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Dr. Syintist was able to get that. They're a hot item on the streets.
Dude, for a customer.
Yeah, he's got these before anyone.
I mean, yeah, for $33.50, they're selling like all over the place. It's amazing.
Really? You should just sell them.
Do you think we should buy the rest of the stock and then sell them ourselves?
Probably.
I would. Wow, these things are fucking tight.
I like the little
Where
pockets
does
they're
this even
pulling
come
out
from?
like
What are you talking about?
hot sauces. I'm trying to more naturally go into the news of the week, and this was one of the things that Taco Bell made a coverall with a company called Wild Fang.
Okay.
Oh, Wild Fang. Okay.
Yeah, and all the pockets have they're modeling the clothing, and they open the pockets. There's just a whole bunch of sauces in it, like sausage packets.
It kind of looks like a jumpsuit for a
Vault?
maybe.
I gotta look this up.
It's weird.
It's weird. Where would you wear that? I mean, look,
I'd wear
People
it
out
every
there-
day. $135.
respect to the people who have fashion sense, and I don't know. I just don't know where I would wear this. Like, would I roll into work with my coverall on?
Dude, those are my least favorite kind of pockets too. Like the
The Velcro ones?
the cargo ones that stick out of the pants.
Oh, they're not integrated into the pant.
If they had the
Yeah.
flaps with them all inside, I could see.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I like having an option to zipper or flap it. Or is that a pocket behind a pocket? Guys, we're
be,
going to have to
yeah.
buy a couple
I
of
don't
these.
know. I might have to buy one. They're in stock.
When we get our next check from our
Yeah.
sponsor, we'll buy some. Dude, if
Absolutely.
we actually were getting paid for this, I'd definitely expense that to the account.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You kidding me? We'd probably be talking enough about Taco Bell. They should have sent us ones in our sizes, monogrammed.
Oh my God, it is a zipper behind the pocket.
So there's twice as many pockets? Is there a zipper on the back?
No, it's in the front.
No.
There's a zipper on the back. Like a pocket with a zipper in it.
Oh, there's a pocket at the fucking down by your calf.
Yeah. That's
Or, behind
I'm
you.
just tying my shoe.
Munch.
I need that sauce down by my calf. That's where I hide my sauce.
Oh my
Man, that's an interesting decision. Fashion's weird now. Like it's always eluded me. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but
I'm just gonna stick with what I wore in high school.
yeah, probably me too.
That's why I still wear Jenkos.
But they were hot for a while because, like, apparently in fashion, I read this somewhere. I'm not in this field, but like something will be on TikTok and it'll like take off, and it'll be super popular
Like
for like
Mad
3
Dog
weeks.
2020, I saw that was on TikTok.
Yeah, like they'll take something and it'll take off, and everyone will start buying them. Like fucking cross colors will take off, and someone will start buying them, and then they get really popular for 3 weeks and they're gone. Like fashion is getting really weird.
I did. Someone posted. It was like, oh, the kids are just discovering Mad Dog, and it was like a bunch of TikToks about people finding MD 2020.
That's so stupid.
You ever remember drinking Mad Dog?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it's gross.
Every time I drank Mad Dog was like, fuck, do you have anything else? That was what it was every time.
If you drank a bottle of Mad Dog before, some of the Mad Dog flavors weren't bad after.
Orange wasn't.
Orange wasn't. No, you couldn't drink orange from the beginning because it was gross to start out. If you drank like 3 Natty Lights beforehand, it was all right.
I distinctively remember they had like a fucking green death flavor, like NyQuil.
Yeah, it was like, I thought it was kiwi.
It could be kiwi. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Kiwi
Maybe I
wasn't
just
bad.
made that association in my head, like don't drink the green thing.
And
Yeah.
it's funny because you drink it and you'd be like, oh, that was a good flavor. I'll get it next time. And then you get it next time and start with it. And it's like, oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
It's like Mickey's grenades.
You're giving me chills, guys. Fucking gross. Well, we talk about 99 bananas while we're at it.
Oh, that was great. Remember when first time we saw, well, it's the first time you saw SLC Punk? No, because you drank 99 bananas and passed out on the floor.
I believe it.
You know what? That's funny. I have a story about your brother drinking too much 99 bananas and passing out on the floor.
Oh, yeah?
And I think I have pictures.
Oh,
Yeah, see, it's not good for our family.
No, something about, I didn't know there were 2 out of 3. Do you have a 99 bananas too, Syintist?
probably somewhere, but not as bad as that.
Nobody knows it. We didn't see it.
He's like, no, none of you guys saw it, so absolutely not. That never happened. It's right in the line with this news I saw. I know I'm switching topics that quickly, but
That's fine.
Tekken 8 is out. We all are aware this is a game that exists. The players, the people who enjoy this game, are begging for a Waffle House stage.
I saw that.
Oh,
Like the makers of the game were like, why do you want a waffle?
dude, I just hit up Waffle House yesterday. It's so good.
Really? I've been to one ever.
Really?
I've been to one on Airport Road. That was it.
That's the one I go to.
Yeah, one ever. Once in Blacksburg, Virginia, I went.
I go on days I don't go to work. Actually, it was 2 days ago I went, but
You
like
get a-
I'm up early anyway. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go to Waffle House.
oh, yeah. How do you get your hash browns?
Double hash browns, chili on.
That's it.
Yeah, sometimes I get cheese, but it's usually just chili.
Huh. I usually get them smothered. That's cheese, right?
That's good too. Yeah.
And then onions and mushroom.
Oh, but the chili's so good. But I was so
Is that where the smothered and covered thing comes from?
Once you
like-
smothered, yeah.
Like, if I get
I think Waffle House should do it.
That's how they have
Get
the,
in leagues with Tekken.
like, that's the name of it. It's like smothered, covered, captain, whatever.
did you?
I thought it was like a preference.
ahead.
Anyway,
I was gonna say something else in the news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did you see the Mario Maker? You know what Super Mario Maker is? It was a Wii
Yes.
U.
Yeah, the really hard fucking levels.
Well,
that
you can
people
make your own levels and stuff and put them on. Well, the servers were going down maybe a week ago was the last day.
Right?
A week ago for us. And so everybody in the community decided they were going to beat every level at least once.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they did. They went through and they were like the last 100 levels that weren't beat. And in the last month, they went through and like a lot of them beat most of them. And I was watching like they got through all but one. And there was a couple people trying to beat the last stage. And the guy who made the stage revealed that he cheated to upload it. He used a TAS.
So it was in
oh,
And
what
so
a
they're
dick.
like, everybody's like, oh, I guess that level, you don't have to do that level because there were certain levels that were impossible to beat.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I guess we won't do that level. So all the levels are beaten already. But one dude was like, no, man, I'm going to go beat that. And he spent like another week just playing that. And eventually he did it.
Fuck that.
Like a couple days before they shut the servers down, he beat the last level.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that one of the stipulations of like if you're gonna create a level and upload it, you have to beat it
Yeah.
to show that it's beatable?
Yeah, well, they do every level that's on there. But there's a couple like glitches in some where you
Okay.
could get around it that made them impossible to beat. But that one, he used a task to play when he loaded the level up, which, you know, everybody knows is a tool assisted speedrun thing, but where you put inputs frame by frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That seems like cheating.
So it is possible then.
Yeah, a guy eventually did it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
anything that's done with frame perfect inputs is technically possible.
Right.
Right. It is technically possible, but the odds of hitting all those,
Yeah.
row
1/60th
perfectly.
of a second inputs at the right time.
Yeah. With a fucking Nintendo controller. God bless them if they did it that way. They couldn't have.
No, that was probably on a computer, right?
Yeah, it would have been probably. It was Wii U. Because then, like, most people, when they were trying to beat it, they couldn't do it. And they're like, this guy had to do some way to get it uploaded. And like, well, he had probably used a task. And they're like, well, the task didn't exist. And then like he showed him the video of how he beat it. And he's like, this is how I did it. And then like a week later, he's like, man, I can't stand you guys just beating your head. I used the task and cheated.
Jesus.
And he's like, this random dude he's like, yeah, man. He's like, a guy approached me one time, said he invented this task and I made this level and uploaded it. And then when people weren't shocked that I was able to beat it, it just kind of went away.
Yeah, so it's just sitting there forever.
It was just sitting there. And then he was like, and then it got to this thing and he doesn't even play Mario Maker anymore. And he's like, I saw these people going for it and trying to beat it. And I kind of felt bad.
Yeah, you fucking should, you dick.
Yeah, right.
Because he said when he uploaded it, he expected people to say it was impossible. And then like a week later, he was going to be like, oh yeah, I used the task. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But then people were, when he uploaded it, he was like, isn't that level amazing? And the guy's like, everybody was like, yeah, it was whatever. So he just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, it was tough. I didn't do it.
That's wild. But no one like put it together that after it was uploaded, I don't know, 5-10 years, no one else has beaten it.
Well,
Like,
there was a lot of levels that weren't beaten.
Yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I watched a mini documentary on it right before he came here, actually.
Of course he did.
Because I was watching the people try and beat the levels on Twitch and stuff.
What was it called?
Super Mario Maker? What? The documentary?
Yeah.
It was just a YouTube video of like how the last levels were beaten. But there was like something like 20,000 levels that weren't beat. And then a lot of them just people banged out right at the end. And then it was down to the last 100 levels. And then he just talks about the last 100 levels and how some of them are so precise and how people actually just play them over and over and over until they beat them. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, I never got into it. I mean, I love the concept and I love seeing like those videos have made it around the internet of like someone trying to beat a really tough level on Mario Maker. For all I know, I saw that video of him beating it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But some of them look insane. Like they're barely jumping over those rotating fire stick things.
Yep.
Yeah. And you have to like carry a shell.
Yeah, drop shells. They
Jump off the shell. It's insane.
Yeah, like certain areas you're gonna take a hit, so you have to like take a shell.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Or like you have to have a shell, you like flip it around to like hit somebody with it, which fires you into the air to get to the net. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's like all kinds of tech too, where like you jump up and throw a shell off the wall, and then you can jump up off of that shell that bounces back at you.
like they've integrated how to use glitches
Yeah, well, they're not glitches.
in the levels.
It's more
Well, not glitches, but
Pixel
tactics.
precise.
Unconventional
bullshit.
tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was one level that was like you had to jump over this thing, like do the thwomp down and hit a spring that sprung you away, and you had to do that 3 times, and it was like perfect inputs. And
Yeah. I'm not that much of a
some people are just good at Mario, man, and just play shit like that all the time.
not a masochist.
I get it. I understand it. Like, I understand. I don't know. That seems so fucking intense. Like, I'm trying to play video games to have fun here.
Yeah, to relax.
But I mean, I guess nowadays with the fact that people have jobs as streamers, they're like, I got to fill
people get
content.
paid
I
to
might
do
as
it.
well.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, for streamers, it's got to be brilliant. Like,
Yeah.
well, I need to fill stream today. I need to fill 8 hours of time. That's what my contract says. I'll play this game and just try to do this thing. And if I beat it, great.
Yeah. Would be nice.
It's interesting because I read recently that 60% of playtime in 2023, 60%, 60,
Yeah.
was played on games that are 6 years or older.
I could believe that.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Fortnite,
GTA, Call of
Destiny.
Duty, Roblox. Those are the big ones.
But even things like
Yeah, but newer Call of Duties, right? Not.
Well, they have it. I assume it's newer Call of Duties, but it's broken down by region here.
Yeah.
Or sorry, by
but I mean, 6
By
years ago was
platform.
2018. So games before that was
True.
well, I think they're counting Warzone as one thing
Oh.
for Call of Duty. Because if you look at the top 10 for PlayStation in 2023, it was Fortnite at 1, Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2/3/Warzone. I guess they just
that
put Call
doesn't
of Duty as a
count.
franchise. Well, I mean, I don't disagree with you because
he's right.
No, it's I see where they went with this because Fortnite releases multiple seasons. Like, how is that really different than a physical game every year?
That's true because it is.
But
the
I
same
understand. I
launcher,
think you're
too.
right. I do agree with you. But
Well, it's
they're
the same
lumping it
launcher,
together.
right? Like Fortnite, you'd launch that and you can launch like 6 different games or whatever they have.
I also don't understand. Like, number 4 on this list was EA Sports Football Club 24. So FIFA, right? But like EA Sports Football Club doesn't count as like a 6+-year-old game. You know what I mean? Like, how's that different? They had rosters.
Yeah, it must be because of the Warzone.
Or the
alone.
name. It's not FIFA.
Yeah. Well, they also got number 5 is Roblox, number 6 is Rocket League, 7's Minecraft.
I can't believe people still play Rocket League.
I know. 8 is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Then 9 is Apex Legends and 10 is Fall Guys. Average years on the market for all of those is 7.4 years.
Not a League of Legends or
Well, that's PlayStation.
Yeah.
PC is different.
Okay.
PC has Fortnite at number 1, Roblox at 2, Minecraft at 3, Counter-Strike 2 and Go at 4, Sims 4 at 5, Call of Duty Slashes at 6, League of Legends at 7, Valorant at 8, Grand Theft Auto 5 at 9, Rocket League at 10.
Valorant. Jeez.
I know, at 8.
More than Rocket League, which I didn't believe should be played that much now.
Oh, there's fucking.
I know they're still making Rocket League shit.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's professional Rocket Leagues too that people just constantly play.
Have you guys ever played it? I mean, I dabbled. It was fun.
I dabbled, then I saw how good people were, and I just
Yeah. I got annoyed by how good people were the first like month it was out.
Yeah.
I can imagine what they're like now.
I mean, me trying to score was just jumping up and trying to hit the thing, and they're like riding the ball and
Are we just being old right now?
Yeah. I made somebody quit once by scoring like 3 times in 15 seconds. It was awesome.
I don't like the only game I've played online in the last 10 years really was NHL. And I haven't played
Chell?
much of that lately. Chell, yeah. I got because there's a trophy for getting placed in the season rankings, and you only have to play 5 qualifying games. It doesn't matter if you win or lose.
Yeah.
You just play 5 online games. And every year I can't bring myself to do it because I hate it so much. You either play someone who you dominate, who's like just played the game the first fucking time and sucks,
Yeah.
or you play someone that just cheeses the game and knows how the game works and has nothing to do with hockey.
spoiler, but in the Stanley Parable, there's one way where you can go where he starts doing like other games and you end up in like a Rocket League level.
Nice.
That's pretty neat.
I don't want to spoil more, but it's pretty funny.
I'm going to have to check that game out too. Fucking A.
Last thing I want to bring up though.
Yeah.
I'm continuing to play Fallout 4 with mods. I am having fun because, I heard also recently that it might be by the time this episode comes out, they're doing a PS5 version of Fallout 4. They're doing an official upgrade,
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
which means if there's a new trophy list, then I might start it over. But I'm enjoying playing through. I also want to put out there to all the listeners, to you guys, I haven't played a video game with mods since Max Payne on the PC.
Okay.
That's how long it's been since I've done any of this. So a lot of shit I say, I'm sure is going to be boring stuff for people who play with mods. But I love the fact that I can find a mod that if there's something in the game I don't want to do that's kind of annoying, I can just find a mod that just takes care of that for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to explore
That's not
and
what Richard
find
Garfield
things.
intended.
I don't give a fuck. I'm so sick of like filling up my inventory because I don't have enough strength to carry things, having to go back to my base, dump it in the workshop so that I can get access to all those resources to build my bullshit. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So I just bypass that and just
Infinite weight.
no, I cheat. I don't go that far because you can get a mod that's just a cheat room, it's called, and you walk into the room and it's just every resource, every gun, every bit of ammo, everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the mod I really do is just the wacky weapons, and I just can create as many alien blasters and I can go sell them and then have like shipments of all the stuff delivered.
Yeah.
You could just walk in the cheat room.
I
What's
could.
the difference? You're cheating
But,
anyway.
like,
Yeah.
Well, there's also one of the things I got were weapons that were super OP if I didn't feel like dealing with a tough fight. So I started using those, got used to using those, and then I stopped short of using the basically invincible armor that someone hacked into the game.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm still like way OP, just run around exploring.
Fallout 4
enjoying the
wasn't
game.
hard, man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, but I'm so sick of like having to switch guns because I run out of ammo.
Okay.
I'm just firing through it. And I also, because the show came out, and we're not going to talk too much about it today, but
No, next week
we
I'll
will.
bring it up.
The hype train got me real hard, like real bad.
Yeah, I really wanted to play Fallout 4, and then I saw that they're coming out with upgraded version. So I was like, oh, wait.
So there's that got me. But an Instagram ad got me for Bones Coffee Company that released 3 exclusive Fallout themed flavors.
I saw that.
Oh, jeez.
They got me. I ordered all 3 of them.
Nice.
And a mug that's the ghoul, which is just fucking awesome. But I was bummed about the mug. It's great quality. Keeps my shit super warm. It's like one of those pottery style ones.
Wait, how are they paying you?
I know. You're right. It's only 10 ounces. That's my.
Okay. Yeah.
10 ounces? What the fuck use is that?
I want it to be like 16. I want a fucking mug, son.
I was going to say.
I want a flagon. That's
14 or get the fuck out of here, at least.
At least, minimum. Yeah, and then I also might have possibly purchased the pre-order of the TV show Pip-Boy.
What? Really?
Yeah, they got me.
Is it? I gotta look into that. But
It's in right now, you can pre-order it in the Bethesda store. It's going to be available at other retailers, but it doesn't even ship till November.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I hate pre-ordering shit that takes forever to come to me.
Yeah, I know. But
then
it's
you
awesome,
forget
though, because
about
it
it.
just shows up, and you're like, holy crap. I was also going to take a picture for the Instagram of me getting ready for the TV show with my Pip-Boy on. My already existing Pip-Boy from Fallout 4.
Right.
And my power armor helmet. But it was jammed in behind stuff, and I didn't feel like getting it out.
I never got the helmet.
You should have got the helmet, bro.
I know.
You should have got the Batarang.
Shut up.
Well, it's funny you mentioned, like, I have a couple special editions of video games with shit attached, but the only ones I care about are the Fallout and, well, the Borderlands 2 one's pretty cool. But other than that,
Yeah.
I bought like several Just Cause ones. I have the fucking claw thing on a stand. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But the BioShock Infinite Songbird edition is pretty sweet.
Well, that one's pretty cool. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Just looking around my fucking nerdery.
Right.
Pretty cool stuff. But what do you guys think? Should we get on to this game?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right, let's go ahead and do that bumper thing.
What game we're doing?
Well, before we do that, we got to do the bumper because I started doing this. I don't know. What episode are we on? 270 something? Yeah. Wow, I'm really good at this. 272 is this episode. And every time I play those bumpers as act as a segue, I expect that one day we'll have ads that go in there. And they haven't come.
That was your mistake.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
So I'm going to play it. There we go. All right, gentlemen. This week we are doing a game from the year of our Lord, 1999.
Oh, we're so young then.
It is called Shenmue. Released December 29th, 1999. That was the date it was released in Japan, and I'm going with that date because the North American one didn't come for like 8 months.
Okay.
But this is a game. It wasn't a launch game for the Dreamcast. But the Dreamcast, I don't know if you guys remember. I still remember the ads of $99.99 of the Dreamcast coming out.
I don't.
No.
I still do. I remember them doing like a huge ad at the MTV Movie Awards. Man, I'm really dating myself. But right around, I wanted to mix this up a little bit. So right around that time, right around December 29th, aside from all the Dreamcast launch games, the really big games that came out, the one I was probably playing, it came out November 11th, Medal of Honor, OG, original Medal of Honor came out.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Didn't play that.
December 2nd, Quake 3 Arena.
Nope.
Okay, I remember that at least.
December 11th, Gran Turismo 2.
I played that, I'm sure.
I remember a friend of mine in college had that. And he was playing all the 24-hour tracks and stuff. And
Yeah,
stayed up all
I had a
night
friend that
doing
did that too. I was like, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that.
I remember, I have a fond memory, but also December 22nd, Harvest Moon 64 came out, which I know is a big one.
Yeah, I didn't play any of those.
Yeah.
I have a memory of Gran Turismo 2 where I got the game. I was never a big car guy, and these have always been more immersive. Like you can adjust your shocks of how much they absorb, you know?
Yeah.
And I never understood any of that shit, but I remember.
Still don't.
Yeah.
I still don't. There was a 24-hour race where if you set your DualShock 2 stick, one of them to be the accelerator, you can just rubber band them together
Oh, yeah.
and you'll win the race. Like just walk away and
Yeah.
you'll win the race. It did like 500, 600 laps. And I got this car that was awesome and dominant. And then I stopped playing the game because I'm like, I'm not going to race for fucking 3 straight hours.
Did you get the Pikes Peak version of some rally car? I remember that being like the coolest car in that.
I don't remember that much. I never played. I remember Quake 2 being really big, and I remember Quake 3 Arena being big too as well online. This was before Counter-Strike. Like everyone switched to that. Or Unreal, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Unreal.
Yeah, I wasn't
forget
playing
what I'm
online. I wasn't playing computer games or nothing.
I remember playing Unreal Tournament a lot online. That was around this time, I believe.
99.
I remember around this time, my roommate and I made a Yahtzee game because we were in computer science together.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. I'm not going to date you and say where you were, but also want to talk about the box office that week. The top 5 movies in the box office. They have release dates. Some of them were this week. Some of them were previously. Number 1 was Stuart Little.
Hey, start at 5, bro.
Oh, okay. You're right. Let's say Stuart Little is not number 1. So number 5, Tom Hanks' classic, The Green Mile.
Oh, really?
That was number 5 this week, the end of December 1999.
I like this because then now I'm realizing how long ago this game was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to like set up kind of a cultural mood that we were all in when this game came out. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. But number 4, classic football movie.
Remember the times?
Fucking Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, Any Given Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Number 3.
Ages, man. Good minute.
I haven't seen it in forever too, but I hear it's still, I don't want to say holds up, but
Still good.
I hear it's still like very widely regarded as like the most realistic NFL movie.
I always thought it was The Last Boy Scout.
Where that dude like is running down the field and pulls out a fucking revolver and
Yeah.
starts clapping
The first fucking scene of the movie. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
people trying to tackle him.
Either that or The Dark Knight or whatever, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
Running through the field and it's just collapsing around him.
Yeah.
That was a fun visual. He's like, oh, all my friends are dead. And then, what else was number 3? Number 3 was a movie I saw in theaters, and I don't remember why.
Patch Adams.
No, it was The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I don't remember why we went to see it. I think we might have seen like Rounders and been like, man, this Matt Damon guy, he makes some movies for me. Let's go check this out.
Yeah, probably.
And it was very different. And then number 2 on the list, Toy Story 2.
Oh, classic.
Wow, 2 Tom Hanks movies, huh?
Yeah, and then number 1 was Stuart Little. And then
Never
I
saw
did,
that.
this is I think number 9 or 10, but the movie that was probably still on everyone's mind around this time, American Beauty, had come out September 15th.
Oh, yeah.
1999.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Yeah,
like,
except it's got Spacey in it, so you can't watch it again.
I can watch it.
I can watch it. I just don't, every time I see him on screen now, I just think of that and it just is gross.
Yeah, well, I still like The Usual Suspects, so fuck you.
I mean, watch whatever you want. I don't know. I can't get past it. That's what
I
I'm
get
saying.
it.
That's just me. Anyway, that is the cultural touchstone. We also have some news around that time in 1999 in December. I don't know if you guys remember this. I didn't remember I remember the last one.
I mean, it's the month before Y2K, bro.
Dude, everyone was freaking.
I know everyone was freaking out. I don't remember people freaking out like that much. I do. Oh man, no. People were like doing bunkers and shit, weren't they?
Yeah, because they were stupid and didn't understand what was actually happening.
No, it's because
Yeah.
news tried to make them scared. That's
I think there was like a handful of
repeating
people
what I
making bunkers, and the news was like, look at these assholes. And anyway, so December 3rd, NASA lost radio contact with the Mars polar lander moments before it entered the Martian atmosphere.
Oh, I remember that. And then it crashed, right?
Yep.
I remember that.
Blew right up real good. That was a bummer. And then December 7th, the Recording Industry Association of America files a lawsuit against the Napster file sharing client,
oh shit, that was
alleging
the whole
copyright infringement.
Metallica shit.
Yeah, this is probably the start of it.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, because then you switched to LimeWire soon after that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. That was the funniest thing. Like, they got Napster shut down, and then everyone's like, okay, cool, I'll go to one of the 45 other alternatives that have already been put out.
Yep.
And then Spotify came out. Anyway, that was a real quick history lesson. This came out for Dreamcast. What did I say? December 29th, 1999. It was developed by Sega AM2 Studio and published by Sega. It's an action-adventure life sim?
Guess?
Social sim is what this series has become. Dr. Syintist, you picked it. So how about you lead us into this game? Just tell us what it's all about.
Well, it's about a protagonist whose name is Ryu Asuka? I don't remember.
I don't know. Wait, write it down.
Yeah, I just wrote his first name down. And he gets back to, I guess it's his home. I assume it's his home because that's where he lives.
It's a
But
dojo, though.
yeah, and he finds out that there's this dude beating up his dad, And his dad gets his ass kicked. And he's like, you'll never find the mirror underneath the cherry tree, basically. So the guy's like, oh, now I got it. And then he kind of Hadoukens the dad. And he gets the mirror and he leaves the bad guy. You eventually find out the bad guy's name is Lon D.
Yes.
We should also mention that this takes place in 1986.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it does.
13 years before the game came out. So you rest a couple of days because you got your ass kicked too. And you wake up and you vow revenge against this guy. And then this is where your life sim comes in because there's a lot of bullshit that happens in this game. Like you meet a girl who's raising a kitty and you talk to people. There was a lot of talking. You probably watched the quick video. I watched the 3-hour one.
I watched a 2-hour, 40-minute video.
Oh, okay.
I watched that one too. I don't know much about this series. I know it's a popular series. Like a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
And when the games come out, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I've
Especially in
never played
Japan?
one. I don't know anything about them except for this now.
Yeah.
I've never played one. The only thing I've ever heard about it is like Ryo doing weird shit, like going to a laundromat or playing in an arcade or cooking noodles for 3 hours on a YouTube video or something like that. Like there's a lot of, they're not kidding when they say life sim. Like there's other stuff to do that has nothing to do with the game at all.
Yeah.
I'm mostly saying that out loud so you guys can confirm because that's all I know about it.
That's kind of what I got out of it.
Sure. I don't know. All I saw was kung fu fighting.
I didn't even know it was as much supernatural-ish as it gets to. Well, we'll get to that.
I guess.
No,
So-
I didn't either.
As Ryo vows his revenge, he starts going around trying to figure out where Chinese people are because
Because Langri.
Landi is Chinese. And then
I know that's what happened in the game, but I didn't like how you said that.
I know. It kind of
I know,
sounded
like-
bad after I said it.
Yeah, like after we think about it, like, well, that's what he did. He tried to, he's trying to find who killed his
people
dad.
like, hey, do you know where Chinese people go?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's like, this is step one in his journey to try and find who
Yeah.
this guy was that killed his dad. And he's like, he was Chinese. Let's find out where the
This
Chinese
takes
people
place
are.
in Japan. So I guess that in
Yes.
1986, maybe there weren't a lot of Chinese people in Japan. I don't know.
mhm.
Nope, not even gonna get into it. Just
Well,
keep
I know
going.
there's a whole history there.
There's a
yeah,
history
let's
that,
talk
yeah,
about the Chinese history in Japan.
Yeah, it's going back to World War II and before that.
We didn't waste enough time already this
yeah, I know. They don't like each other, is from what I understand. So, yeah. Anyway,
So you eventually go to this bar and then you're in a bar fight. And the bartender's like, well, there's this smuggler who kind of knows this cartel. Go talk to him and don't come back.
Yeah.
And then there's another part where you run into like one of your dad's old friends and everybody is like, oh, sorry about your dad, but let me teach you some more moves.
Yeah, that's
that was very interesting. I thought it was very interesting.
yeah.
Sorry about your dad. You probably want to learn how to do this roundhouse kick, though.
Yeah.
Must have been a cool place to grow up.
Yeah. And you take a step back and
Right.
flip somebody.
Man, how hard would it be to be an incoming gang? It's like, everyone can kick my ass. I don't know what kind of culture this is. They don't know how to throw down.
And eventually you track down this smuggler named Charlie.
Charlie, yes.
And he kind of lures you in an ambush. And then there's a lot of times in this game where you get quote unquote ambushed and just kick everybody's ass.
Yeah, yeah.
But he tells you to go check out this tattoo parlor. That's where Charlie is. And then kicks ass for more info. And he's like, all right, we can arrange for you to meet this cartel guy. Be so-and-so tomorrow at 3:00.
Okay.
And then you, of course, like your family doesn't want you to do this because your mom, like, hey, your dad just died doing this and you're going to try and fight more people. Like, I got to do it. It's too risky. It's not what your dad would have wanted, bro. And then your mom hands you this letter that's written in Chinese. And she's like, this is from your dad.
I do like how I think it would have been a lot easier in 1999 to find someone who spoke Chinese in that area. You know what I mean? Like he's going around like, can anybody translate this for me? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like he has to beat his feet and find somebody.
Was that lady his mom?
The one that gave him the note?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if they ever said it.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I
The character
assumed it
model
was.
looked the same.
Yeah, she lived there with them. Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Then there's some other, I just wrote, you get a kid's soccer ball from some assholes, and then this old lady translates it for you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
save some random kid's soccer ball from some bullies.
Yep. And then his grandmother.
Yeah, and it says something like, beware those who want the mirrors, and blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Beware of the mirror seekers.
And then, of course, there's a phone number on the bottom, which he calls, and they're like, be at warehouse number 8. And you're like, okay, what's warehouse number 8? Oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you.
He's like, wait, who's this?
Yeah. And I'm not even making up. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But you eventually go to warehouse 8, and a bunch of bullshit happens there.
Not before you go to the wrong warehouse number 8.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
all
that. I didn't even
about
write
that.
that down.
That bothered me.
You wanted the old warehouse number 8. Oh. Corner first and first.
That was awesome. I love it. I love the fact that they're like, no, you went to the wrong place. Like, fuck. Like,
It's like, where's this Master Chen guy?
So yeah, that's what happens when you go to a warehouse. That you meet this Master Chen, who kind of knows your dad. You're kind of like in the same. They're kind of like in the same secret society.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the way it feels, because you keep tracking down information and running into these guys that are like, well, this is a very special thing. But Master Chen explains about Zhu Yan Do. I don't even know exactly what that is. It's kind of like that your dad had this mirror, and that Lan Di was trying to get it from him because the mirror. I don't even know. I can't even explain it.
Doesn't the two mirrors together summon?
Yeah, Zhou Yan Do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it releases him from a prison or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Which your dad had both of them. Like, why would you have one guy guard both pieces? Whatever. I instantly, I guess that tricked Lan Di because he didn't know where it was.
Yeah, he didn't think he needed to.
I also missed, at one point before he finds the mirror, he finds an artifact called like the sword hand guard.
Yeah, Master Chen gives it to him.
Did that have something to do? Like, is this like a Voltron situation? We put all the pieces together, it does something?
No, that was.
'Cause I don't think they mentioned it again.
Yeah, he needed it to open
He opened a thing in his house,
a lock to get to
okay.
the other one.
but that's later.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what did I write down for the Phoenix mirror here?
Well, you didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Master Chen also explains about Lan Di, and he's a leader of a group called the Chiyo Men, and they're trying to get it and go to Hong Kong. So he's the one that took the mirror from your dad. You got to find him. And he's also like, you leave and come back, and then, well, it's hard to explain everything that happened here.
Well,
He tells you can't let Lan Di get the mirror, it cuts to this little scene of like, I didn't even write the dude's name. I just call him Gollum the whole time.
I call him Creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he does have a name.
Yeah, it's like,
Creepy dude.
I think I wrote it down.
Chai?
Keep going. I'll find it.
yeah, I just call him Gollum everywhere because he looks exactly and sounds exactly like Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. And you eventually take the handguard now and find the Phoenix mirror. It's in your house in a little thing. You eventually figure out it's a stupid little puzzle. And you take it to Master Chen, and he tells you that if you have both, heaven and hell will open. And it's Chi Yu appears, a legendary creature of the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's telling you this, Gollum jumps down and steals the mirror. But eventually you just kick his ass and take it back. You could fail here, and he escapes with the mirror, and I think it's a game over.
Oh, yeah, I have it written down. Mirror stolen by roof creep. Psych.
Psych.
Because if he gets away and you fail the QuickTime event, I think it's the game over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Can't
anyway,
find that
here's some
guys.
bullshit about the Chiyo Men and the Mad Angels. And they tell you that Lan Di is leaving for Hong Kong. And the only way you're going to figure out how he's doing it is if you go get a job at the harbor, which, okay.
Yeah, this is kind of the life sim thing I was talking about. Like, I think you need to like put in a couple days at the harbor. Like, you
Yeah.
need to show up.
You have to
and-
drive forklifts around. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, like you drive a forklift, you pick something up, you put it down, you do it like 5 times, like, okay, great, good day at the job, and you go home and then you come back and you do it's like a literal like The Sims kind of.
It bothered me how he was driving with all the load lifted the entire time.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Can you fucking
Somebody
believe-
get
I was gonna
Osho
call
on
you.
this.
Yeah.
I was gonna call you and talk about it.
But there's also a scene here around this time where Master Chen's son comes to you and he's like, hey, I'm supposed to protect you.
There's definitely like they're bros, right? Maybe not bros, but there's a long relationship there between you and Chen's son.
I think he's just Master Chen said he'd protect you, told your dad that he'd help you and do whatever. So his son's doing that for you. And I think his son is being dutiful.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do it.
But they're not. There's clearly a relationship between the two. Like they were just the kids of high up guys, I guess.
Mhm.
Like they know each other pretty well.
Do they?
But I didn't get the idea that they hung out. Like they knew of each other.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we went to high school together or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Same dojo.
small high school. You know everybody,
And then
but like you're not necessarily friends.
you're trying to afford a ticket to go to Hong Kong, and then there's this long drawn out scene of you buying a ticket, but you were scammed out of your money. It wasn't a real ticket, and it just sounded shady. He's like, meet me at this place at 12 and I'll give you the ticket.
And I was trying to really figure out in my head, was this part of the story or was this just like a video gamey bullshit way to get you in another fight?
I think it was, I don't know, but it seemed long and drawn out.
Yeah, exactly.
But then eventually you do get your ticket back, and then Gollum jumps in and eats it, which was just great.
I forgot that. I wrote that in my notes. Like he just straight up ate your ticket.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He just grabs it and eats it, the contracts.
Okay, I remember this part. So you're talking to him and you're like, I need to find out where Lan Di is. That's my whole thing right now. And he's like, well, I know Landy and I know him personally, but like, I'm not really good enough at anything and I'm kind of a weirdo, so I can't join his army. I'm trying to get in his good graces, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to eat your ticket.
Well, he eats your ticket, but he's like going against you. You fight him a couple times. I don't know. It seems like a mini boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because then like after that, you go and like try and get your money back because you don't have the ticket. Because Gollum, and guy's like, dude, somebody stole the money you gave me for the ticket. So now he can't even get his money back. It was like 48,000 yen or whatever.
I have in my notes, Jimmy the travel agent really dropped the ball here. Can you imagine? And then I thought about travel agents and I was like, that's not even a job anymore.
No, you can just do that online. But after this, you figure your best chance is to get the job at the harbor. So you can meet some Mad Angels, which are a biker gang in this world. And you drive around the forklift and you stand up to the biker gang. So they're kind of pissed at you now. And I don't know, you beat them in a race because you have to race them on their bikes.
Yeah.
Because there are parts where you drive bikes around in this game.
Doesn't he call it's like a game of chicken? And you stopped before the water and they drove into the water and you're like, I win. It's like, did you?
Yeah, right.
'Cause they didn't flinch.
And I have just written down, it's like a lot of bullshit. The Mad Angels are just dicks and they don't like Master Chen.
Yeah. And there's an Elvis looking guy here.
Yeah.
Goro.
Yeah. He's also somebody you just know from high school, I guess.
Yeah.
Is Goro the dock worker guy or is he the guy that leads you to
He's the guy
bike
that's
gang?
like in the 50s.
He looks like Elvis.
Yeah. There's that like that rockabilly lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's a thing
Slick
of
back
like,
hair.
that exists.
Sloppy
That's
steaks.
a subculture in Japan. I forget what they're called.
Yeah. But then you also find out that the Mad Angels are extorting people. And I have Chen's son teaches you some more moves, whatever. He's like, you're going to Hong Kong, you're going to need to know these moves. So he teaches the moves. And you fuck up some Mad Angels. And then there's another dude that works at the docks. And he's like, I just got this job to figure out what happened to my brother. He disappeared after he heard them overheard the Mad Angels talking about shit. And he heard something he wasn't supposed to, and then they killed him. So now he's here trying to get more info, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people apparently at the docks just getting info.
I guess that's where the information comes in the town. It's the 80s. It's different.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of
know.
biker gang bullshit again. And then you beat up some biker gang dudes, and you find out that Londi is leaving really soon. And here's where I wrote down driving around with load elevated on the forklift. What the fuck?
I think it's a little funny that it bothers you a lot.
Yeah.
It's like they never had anybody who worked at a warehouse help make this game.
Why would they?
I guess realism wasn't important in the 90s.
No, it's a fucking video game.
They just spent like 40 minutes of your time going to the docks and
You're
moving
trying to
stuff
stop,
around.
like someone coming out from...
Yeah. It's two
Heaven and
mirrors
hell.
that fucking revive a demon or whatever.
Still, driving around with your load level? Come on.
You're right. You're right. We should be focusing on that. You're absolutely
All
right,
right, yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Scientist.
So you kind of like trying to figure this out. And then there's this whole time during the game, I kind of skipped over. I didn't even write in my notes because I thought it was useless. But you're talking to this woman named Nozomi, who is apparently from Canada or lives in Canada and just comes to Japan to visit. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird.
You talk to her a lot in the game. I guess it's kind of like a sexual tension.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more you do that wasn't shown in the, I guess.
She winters in Japan is what I get.
No, okay.
But something like that.
Yeah.
No, it is. You're right. It's just the idea that you could winter in another country. That's what I found. silly.
Yeah,
But
between
anyway,
Canada
Well,
and
Canada's
Japan.
cold.
yeah, you don't want to winter there, I suppose.
Well, Japan
Yeah.
is probably almost the same latitude as every place in Canada that
we
people
don't
live.
know. We don't know where they are
Let's
in
check a
Japan.
map.
Where are they in Japan?
I'm meaning the
They
whole
could
of
be
Japan.
at the southern. All right, whatever. Let's not bother with
We'll
that.
cut this out because I'm looking up a world map.
So Nozumi, huh?
We're not cutting any of this shit. Nozumi. Okay, first of all, let's move ahead a little bit. I'll talk about this part because I don't like it. But Nozomi, are you talking about? Are we at the part where she meets the dock worker guy?
Yeah, it's just about the time that she gets
kidnapped.
Okay, well, so the guy on the docks, the eccentric guy, is that Goro? Did I write down the correct name?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the Elvis guy.
Yeah, the Elvis guy
Oh, Japan
meets
is
with.
about California latitude, so maybe it's all right.
See, I knew that. I just needed you to find out.
Keep going. Sorry, Poppascotch.
No, I'm just confused because at some point he and Mai are at the docks, and Mai was helping you like get some information, and they're like, "Hey, we're both done with this. We're gonna go get married." And everyone's like, "Wait, what?" Like, well, you can't. You're a kid. And it's like, no, legal age is 16 here. Yep, we're gonna do it. And I'm like, I don't like
Well,
this.
I take it Goro was only like 18.
Was he? I have no idea. He looked like 45.
Well, you're only 19.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not that old.
That's a good point.
I mean, it's still weird, but
I mean, they do it in fucking Alabama. Who gives a shit?
yeah, but if you're like Alabama, you're not on the right side.
He has a point.
Bold statement.
Is it? Anyway.
But anyway, this love interest of yours gets kidnapped, and you get a phone call, and it's the leader of the Mad Angels, whose name is a very unsurprising Terry. Like, whatever.
What's wrong with that?
I know, it's kind of like...
It's Terry of Yakuza.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. It's
It was
Terry.
a little confusing because like you'd hear some names that were traditionally Japanese, and then they'd be like, anyway, let's go see Charlie. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's like all the guys who are doing illegal shit, except for Master Chen, is like Charlie or...
Maybe they're made up names, aliases, if you will.
I suppose if it's a world of crime,
Yeah.
That's what I'm
that
assuming.
makes sense.
But don't you think they would have... Never mind.
It doesn't matter.
We're
Maybe
getting
it was
too in the
bad.
weeds. All right.
Translations.
Maybe they were trying to make him Americanized names.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going to have to learn kanjis or something and just figure this out for myself. But he's like, oh, we have Nozomi. Get over here and talk to us. So you go and talk to Terry. You beat a bunch of his dudes up, and he's there. And he's like, all right, man, we'll give you Nozomi back. All you got to do is beat up Chen's kid. I forget his name.
Guzan.
Guizon.
Weezon, yeah.
He's like, you beat him up and make it so he can't walk, and we'll be good.
No problem.
And he gives you Nozomi back, which is very, I don't know.
That guy
Whatever.
was very interesting. I thought he was an interesting villain
Yeah.
because he was like, I don't know. He seemed kind of fair about the whole thing.
Yeah, he gives you Nozomi, tells you to break this dude's legs, and then he'll take you to Londi.
Yeah, that's fair. And then he fights you with his whole crew.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah, there's
later.
that part.
We didn't get there yet.
Oh, that's pretty much the next
Then,
one.
yeah. Well, there's this huge, long musical motorcycle ride that happens with you and Nozomi.
That's after the fight, isn't it?
No, that's before the fights.
Oh, whatever.
Because then you go to this meeting place. You're like, Gijong walks by here every day, so I'm going to wait. And then he comes by, and you have to fight him. And it's kind of like, hey, man, let me pretend to knock you out so I can get this. So you kind of like, he's like, no, man, I'm going to fight you the whole way out. And you're kind of fighting for a while. And then Terry jumps in. And it's both of you versus Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Terry gets his ass kicked. And he's like, well, joke's on you. Londi left already. You can't go talk to him anyway.
Sucker.
And Terry laughs and gets KO'd.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, now you don't know what to do because you don't know how you can get to Londi because you don't have the money to go to Hong Kong. You can't catch him getting on the boat because he's already left. And Master Chen comes up and he's like, hey, man, I'll help you get to Hong Kong. I'll give you the money because you took Terry out and my illegal business is better off this way. Because there's also this whole thing because he smuggles artifacts and Terry smuggles drugs and it kind of interferes with each other.
I did write in my notes that he goes to the docks, he finds Chen and Guizon, and he's like, good luck in Hong Kong. Here's the money. My son's going. And Chen's like, I want to know what Guizon is doing there.
Not Guizon.
And I just wrote
Londi.
my notes. Sorry. What Londi was doing there. And I just wrote in my notes, where the fuck was this urgency like hours ago?
I know. When he wanted to go to Hong Kong in the
He
first
asked
place.
him first for the money to go. And he's like, no, absolutely not. You're just going to go down a bad path, whatever. It's not, the
It's
revenge
not what your
isn't
dad
worth
would
it.
have wanted. And now that he's going, he's like, well, my kid's going to go with you because I need to figure out what Londi's doing.
Yeah, he's like, now I could use you right now. So now let's send you. Go ahead, let's do it. It's a work thing now.
Mm-hmm. I'll write this off on my taxes. But then guess what happens? Gollum jumps in again.
Fukusan?
No.
Who's that?
Gollum is the weird dude who follows him on the things.
I know, but who's Fukusan? Why?
Fukusan is his brother, I guess.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. The guy at the dojo.
He kind of tells your mom. You're
Yes,
leaving.
yes. All right.
I skipped that because that's not important.
Yeah.
He's like a little.
Yeah. In the 80s, he would have been called slow.
Mm-hmm.
But Gollum jumps you again, and you kick his ass again, and somehow this big I-beam falls,
Mm-hmm.
and Gijong kind of kicks you out of the way, but injures his leg somehow. And he's like, Gijong's like, I'm going to go. And his dad's like, Master Chen's like, no, you can't go. You're hurt.
Yep. Let him go by himself.
And he's like, Ryo, I know this dude. Here's his address. Go talk to him. Trust me, bro. Go to Hong Kong. Do this for me. And then you sail away, and that's the end of the game.
Wow.
I was so pissed at the ending of this game.
I think.
I thought there was a second part. I was like, I'm not watching another 2.5 hour movie.
I know. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. Did the movie just end without anything happening? Like no resolution whatsoever?
Yup.
The three of us, we've fallen into this trap where we watched a cutscene movie to research a game. It just ends, and you're like, oh, I guess that's it. And then there was much more game. I did it recently with a game, but I was like, there's no way this is the end, right? Like he's going
Nothing
to fight
happened.
the guy he's been looking for the entire time.
Yeah, you don't even see him again.
No.
He kicks your dad's ass and leaves, and that's all you see of him.
I think you see him in a dream.
Well, there's a bad ending.
Oh, yeah?
If you take too long dicking around,
Yeah.
You wake up one day and Londine's there, kicks your ass, and takes the mirror.
Oh, is that what that was? I think I saw that scene. I was like, wait, when did this happen?
Yeah, they show it in the thing. It's considered the bad ending. That's if you take too long.
Stupid.
But yeah, it kind of just ends like, well, go see part 2.
Yeah, it's like, here, play the next one, jerk.
Yeah, let's get through this. All right, that was the game. We did it. We got through it. I think we're better people. I don't know. We did the first game of our.
We're probably the best people by now.
You're right. With all the good we're doing. So let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment, Final Thoughts. Not,
You should probably
that hole
revamp
over
this
there.
section, transfer back and forth too.
No.
All right. Well, let's start with. I guess I'll go first. I want to talk about this first.
All right. I'll fucking throw you some questions, I guess.
You could just talk.
Yeah,
about
because I forget them all the time.
Wait, we don't need to ask questions, but people love this part.
They do. They tell us.
All right. First off, anybody who loves this part, go on to Reddit and let us know. Everybody who hates this part, go on to Reddit and let us know. We'll take a vote.
Put up a poll. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, all 12 people can vote.
Yeah, all our 12 best fans. Thanks, guys.
What's up?
I think we have like 26 on the Get Poppascotch to Buy a Smell-O-Vision.
Well, that was just people stopping in to do that.
Yeah, I can't believe our fan base was so shitty at mobilizing that you guys couldn't even get 100 upvotes. You couldn't have cross-posted it somewhere and been like, this asshole, let's help
I was
him get
trying to find
stinky
somewhere
box.
to cross-post it, but no place had like rules where I could cross-post it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bummer.
You just gotta, who cares?
We got forever, man.
Yeah. Questions.
Get it together, fans. Anyway, questions.
All right. Did watching this video make you want to Shenmue?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good, or was it more like pile of goo? And out of 27 stars, how many given did you?
Perfect. No notes.
Sounded like a scotchy one.
I know.
did.
Did watching this video make me want to play it? No, it actually made me not want to play the new ones.
Good.
I personally like it's never been a series I played. It's a series where whenever a new game comes out, I hear about it and I'm like, maybe this is the one where I get into Shenmue. And I don't, because I always hear about all these crazy side mission tasks, real life sim bullshit things that happen. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. I could be completely wrong. This game could be nothing like what I think it is, but
Yeah, the first game could also be different than everything else that it comes after.
True.
yeah, I mean, there's something to it. People love it. There's 4 of them, I think. At least 3. There
At
might
least
be a 4th.
3, yeah.
There might even be more than that.
But I don't know. Watching this video, I'll wrap it up by saying watching this video didn't give me any more or new information on whether I'd play this or not. So I guess it didn't make me want to play it. Did the story work for me? I mean, technically, yes. Your father dies. You go on a mission for revenge, and then a third of the way through your mission on revenge, the game ends.
Yep.
So that's the story, I guess. But if we're talking about the score and the quality and what I would give it, I did not like the fact that everything you did in this game could have been by like finding the Chinese people that could translate the note, translating the note, doing all this bullshit. All of that should have been stopped in the first 3 minutes with Chen saying like, yeah, I'll give you the money to go. And that would have been it. And they padded the story so fucking hard just to get to the point where he's on a boat to go to the country where the guy is. So final score, I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
I think there are characters in here that are interesting and fun and varied. I like how it does kind of take it. I think it takes too many pauses outside of the game to like do stupid shit, but at least it takes them, which a lot of games don't, and they're over serious. And I love the idea that just any second you can be randomly attacked by 3 tough guys that are going to punch you. And if you punch them hard enough back, you're now the toughest guy in town and can do whatever you want, I guess. Love that universe. So that's what I do. I give it a 6. I'm done.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and move on to you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it on.
Did watching this video make you want to play Shenmue and kick and fight?
Oh.
Did the story work for you,
Kicking,
or could it use a little bit more might?
Mm-hmm.
And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd push into the firelight?
Oh man.
Why do you say firelight?
I don't know.
No,
You were an iota away from topping Chump Slap this week, and you just screwed it up at the end.
I thought he screwed up in the beginning when he said Shenmue kick and fight too.
Yours was pretty bad. Don't overestimate.
I'm not
yours
saying mine was good.
I thought fight would give me so many things, and then I hit might,
I
and
don't
then
know
I
where
got
fire came from.
cocky.
You could have just said.
Whatever.
I got so cocky halfway through the last save.
It's
and then I
hard, right?
blew it.
When it feels good, it feels good.
Just blew
All right.
it. Anyway.
Watching this video did not make me want to play this game. Seemed boring. Whatever. Fight me. Did the story work for me? I mean, as little as there was.
Okay.
Poppascotch said it. I was expecting a one-man wrecking crew revenge story, and kind of starts off like that. You're like, okay, he's gonna fucking find him. Oh, he's still in town. He can kick his ass before he leaves. No, he's gonna have to deal with a shady fucking travel agent. Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking creepy guy on a rooftop steals his shit. Okay.
I kind of liked that there were so many fucking weirdos in this game, though.
Yeah, I did like the characters. I'll give you that.
The game's getting stale. Throw in a weirdo.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know. An Elvis guy at the docks who just knows everybody but doesn't work there. Perfect.
I have a feeling like this is someone's experience, like not the dad getting his ass kicked, but everything else was just someone's life they lived.
Somebody lived in Japan, and this
like,
is
I
what
had to
happened.
get a job at the docks. I tried to move, but my ticket was stolen and eaten by some asshole.
You think the eating thing was actually that?
Yeah, that's interesting that's what the line is. I believe he ate it, but after that, I don't believe you kicked the shit out of 10 people walking home.
No, I do believe everyone is trying to teach him new moves. But yeah. All right. So, score, I'm going to give it a 4 because it had potential, but it didn't go anywhere. It was silly. The only thing that kept it was characters, and the second one might be interesting. So, yep, good old 4.
All right, 4 it is. Let's go ahead and move on to you there, Dr. Syintist. Chump Slap has questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to fix this.
Make it the best one yet.
All right. Did watching this video make you want to fight in Japan?
Ooh.
I'm intrigued.
Was the story pretty good, or would you give it the shit can?
Okay.
And
I
out
suppose.
of 27 stars, how many did this game span?
It was terrible, but it was the best one yet.
You take that back. I don't think you know what terrible means.
Did it make me want to play it? No. The story worked for me. For 2.5 hours.
That's all you have to say is.
For 2.5 hours, I watched this, and there was a lot of nothing going on, but I wasn't really bored.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was intrigued at the characters. Everybody was kind of interesting. Your main character is the least interesting one. He's just doing it for revenge. But they made interesting characters at least, and obviously they were planning on making a second one because you can't end it that way.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
I wonder if they had the second one already made.
Maybe. Probably came out the year after.
Yeah.
But like, how wild is it to be a Dreamcast game? I got to assume that this was meant to be a launch game and it got pushed like a month or two or whatever. But to have the balls to be like, we're a brand new game on a brand new system with brand new tech. Yeah, you bet your ass we're going to have a second one.
We're not even going to finish the first
Yeah,
one.
we're not even going to tell you a full story.
Yeah, like to have that many, like this whole game, the whole ending, whether it's successful or not, depends on the fact if there's a second game.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there were no other games, we would have been like, what the fuck were they thinking?
I think it's
They're
a great
insane
metaphor
people.
for life, everything that happens in it. You meet fucked up dudes, a bunch of bullshit happens, things don't go your way.
You save a kitten.
Yeah, you save a kitten.
Yep.
You beat up some people who steal a kid's soccer ball.
Been there, you know.
And then at the end, you're just let down.
Wow. I might
It's
have
almost
to
a
give it
metaphor.
another star now.
But I mean, if it would have had, if there would have been some kind of conclusion at the end, I would have given it more. But I'm going to have to stick it with a 5.
Yep.
I thought it was good. I was interested. I want to see where it goes,
Yeah.
which is amazing that I gave it 5 stars. I'm like, hey, I want to see where this goes.
Right? That's what I give it 4 and I still want to see what the second one's like.
I feel like I should give it more. How much time do we have to revamp these?
No, you're done. So
All right.
I think I thought it was very interesting because your point is correct that I wasn't really bored watching it.
Yeah.
Like we watch movies that are a half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm like, when the fuck is
I
this
know
going to be
I
over?
fall asleep during some of them that are that short.
Yeah. And this one it kept my interest enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like the revenge story is very, very tittillating. I don't know. But yeah, I still didn't love it. Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's the only problem with it, I think. Maybe I'll give Shenmue 2 10 stars when we get it. Maybe it might just make everything else feel so good.
Who knows?
Yeah.
This game got a total score of 15, and the company it's keeping is Gungrave, also got a 15. We did that a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, got 15. back in February.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know why this one is equal to that, but it is.
Yeah, they're about the same.
Do you guys ever get like scared at how good we are at being consistent at scoring games?
No, I'm used to it.
We're pretty
Okay.
good, man.
Being
I
awesome
understand,
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you're right. Why deny perfection?
Exactly.
But there you go. That's the final score. We give Shenmue a 15 to the story. Oh, and by the way, we should probably tell people that that's based out of 81 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they know.
Well, not everybody, apparently.
Yeah, he knows.
So anyway, that with being a 15, the company it keeps, let's go ahead. Let's close the book on this. Let's just move to our cool down topic and wrap this guy up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, gotta cool down.
No,
Do you not
no.
have a cool?
Oh,
you don't
I have a
topic?
list of stuff that maybe I could talk about if I completely forgot about it, and I completely forgot about it.
There you go.
Let's talk about this dude I found on YouTube. I think everybody should go watch. He has 23 followers.
23.
Okay.
That's less than us.
Yeah,
Barely,
his
but
name
yeah.
is NES Butcher,
NES Butcher, huh?
he's trying to beat every NES game legit.
I think you told me about this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I found him when I was
man.
looking I was looking for videos of Days of Thunder NES.
Yeah.
He's beaten like 170 of them by now. He puts videos up on YouTube. He streams on Twitch. But if you ever just want regular Nintendo noise in the background, put him on, watch him. Give him some follows, watch some of his shit.
Is he funny or anything?
No, he doesn't really talk too much. He bitches about the game sometimes,
But his-
about being ridiculous.
But his face is in the corner the whole time.
Yeah, he plays it.
Man, some of those games are so fucking impossible.
Oh, yeah, I know. Dude, there's sometimes he plays games and he's like, fuck. And it's just like him getting frustrated at parts. Like, this part's so dumb.
Nice.
Holy fuck. God. Yeah. Go follow NES Butcher. He is a kindred spirit. He's got 178 videos playing fully through these games.
Yeah,
And he's got 25 subscribers. People,
Yeah.
hook this guy up.
Let's boost him a little bit.
I think so. I think I feel him as a kindred spirit.
Yeah. I'll subscribe. Fuck it.
I subscribed. Plotty Time subscribed. He's up to 25 now. Let's get that up to... I would say let's get it up to 50, but I think you people on the subreddit are fucking cowards that can't even get this up to 50 because you couldn't get mine up to 100, you fucking losers.
But is there any other YouTube guys you come across you think people should watch that aren't? I mean, there's a lot of people I watch that lots of people watch, but
I'll give a shout out to Majora Matt.
okay.
It's a kid I used to work with. He plays like horror games, like Let's Plays and stuff. He just sits and talks. But he's got about 150 followers already. He just started like last year.
Majora Matt.
Yeah.
Jorah Matt, man, I got nobody. All my subscriptions are people that have been around too long.
Yeah, I usually follow people with a couple thousand people already, but
Yeah. He's got 150 plus.
I guess I'll just give a shout out then to the hockey guy. God bless you for existing. It's a dude with a fucking whiteboard that talks hockey. That's all it is. He doesn't have like crazy graphics or anything. He just stands there, does like today's topic. He might do historical videos. He does every game of the season, previews and reviews. So thanks for your service of watching every goddamn hockey game there is.
And I don't know if he puts out videos anymore, but sub to Cooking with Marcus.
yeah, I don't know if he still does, but
I don't think he does, but fuck it.
But if he does, go check that out.
Cooking with Marcus. He's got some, if you want to watch some Pennsylvania Dutch food.
Yeah, he tells you how to make pierogies, I think.
He does in one episode.
Did I ever tell you guys? No, we're not even gonna get into it. I made pierogies once. It
Didn't turn out well, I assume.
It turned out fine, but it was one of those things where it's like, this is so much goddamn work. Like, I'd rather drive to Pennsylvania, get real ones, and then come back. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Let's go ahead. We'll wrap this one up.
NES Butcher, Majora Matt, and Cooking with Marcus.
If you out there had more recommendations for small YouTubers you wanted to bump up a little bit, where could they send those emails to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send them to plottytime@gmail.com and maybe I'll subscribe to these people. I don't know. If you got a YouTube page, send it here. I'll fucking shout you out maybe.
Absolutely. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram or Twitter, or stop by the Plotty Time Reddit and join the conversations. Try and get more upvotes for Poppascotch getting smell-o-vision. I need him to get this.
Yeah, you fucking losers. You can also go over to YouTube, like to subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or you can go to our official Plotty Time store, which is plottytime.com, which redirects you to eBay, which is where you can buy stuff. That about does it for us. So as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panex, and Luis Guzman, the actor. We all love him. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.